What's up, guys? Out here on this super hot day, over 100 degrees, humidity. I've been out here for 10 minutes and I'm already soaking wet. So, working on this truck here. And if you know anything about the audio systems, the door speakers are trash in this truck. It's a 2011. Both rear door speakers don't work. They went out, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago. Just been living with it. And well, since my mother kind of left this truck over here, just been kind of taking care of it. The Alpine Type S's, the rear ones, obviously I can't use in that truck, but I still got the front ones in those doors. But I got the rear ones over here that I'm going to put in the back of that truck, and maybe later I can buy some Type S components for the front. But here is something you're not supposed to do. I know plenty of people have talked about this. It's the hack way to do it, but I don't care. This is the factory door speaker right here. Yes, I know I cut it out. I'm doing this the hack way. But this right here, in my opinion, if you buy like a Metra thing, this is better quality than the Metra. I mean, you can disagree or agree with me all you want. The Metra ABS shiny plastic stuff, I've never had luck with it. And this right here, I mean, if you look, and again, this is the hack way to do it. I know this. I don't care. But you know what? Anything is better than no sound. You know, this could sound shitty. This could not. This could be perfectly fine. But it's going to sound better than a non-working speaker. Basically, that fits on there. And you got a little bit, see a little bit right there. It's a little bit on each side right there. But I got some tiny screws right here. You know, tiny big-headed screws right here. And I've got some rubber, this is rubber tape. You can see how thick that is. This is rubber tape. This isn't electrical tape. This is actually rubber. But we use this on pipelines and stuff. But is this the proper stuff to use? But no, but it'll stick really good, and it'll make a gasket all the way around here. And it's very bendable and flexible, and it sticks really good. And if it can handle up to high heat and pipeline, it should be enough for a gasket for this thing. Because this Alpine didn't come with a gasket on the bottom of it. It may have came with it in the package, but you know, that shit's been thrown away a long time ago. So I got the two rear door speakers that were in the Escalade. They can go in the back of that thing. I'm going to move all this to the inside where I'm not, you know, sitting here soaking my ass off in the sweat. Because I've got to mark and drill the 4 holes. And those little tiny wood screws, they will definitely hold that together. But I will pick up once I move all this stuff to the inside. And well, here's the finished product. As hacked up as it is, I put that rubber gasket in there. You can kind of see it. It's about a 1/16 of an inch thick. It's squished down very nice. All the screws got in really tight. I had to kind of angle the screws for it to work because this is the hack way to do it. And you see they kind of poke in right there, that little hole right there. But you can see inside of there, I mean, kind of, maybe not. But the inside of the mounting surface right there, it's tight. This speaker fits in this with that rubber, with the rubber that's in there. This speaker fit in this ring very tight. And all these screws tightened up, you know, as tight as I want to get them, which is plenty tight. I mean, it's firm. Well, that's the wrong word, firm. But it's mounted securely. It's tight. Hell of a lot better than the original stock speaker. Hopefully the radio can push this thing. But, yeah, made in China. But anyway, the next one I do, the passenger side, I'll show. I got carried away with this one and screwed the speaker on and got done with it. So I'll show the other side. I got to see if this will fit with the door panel because the other one was kind of recessed. This one sticks out, but the other one also had like a piece of foam that stuck up, you know, probably 1/2 inch so it may still clear, but I'll turn you back on whenever I'm working on the other one. Okay, here's the next one. I actually caught myself before I threw this one together, because like I said, I'm bad about that. I'll just start working, and I'm still not used to filming for YouTube, because I'll just start working and getting it done, and then when I have it all back together, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to film this. This is not the channel if you want to watch how it's done. But anyway, I'm back in. Ugh, my disgusting feet. Went over to my aunt and uncle's, and I got mosquito bites and everything over my feet. But anyway, so technically, how you're not supposed to do this, but it works just fine. If you know what you're doing and you do it right, it works just fine. Because this, like I said, this guy right here is just as strong or stronger than any metric kit you'll buy. It's just, yeah, it's a little process to make this work. So technically, take this guy right here, and I set it on there. And like I said, I'll have to get it to where it sits about even all the way around, and drill some holes on the very corner. And I drilled them at an angle like this, going in this way, just a slight angle, you know, not a severe angle, but just you know, like a slight angle. But anyway, you know, get the holes marked, and then I'll run this rubber. You can kind of see how thick that is right there, kinda. Anyway, I don't know, it may be like a 1/16 thick, but this is rubber. This isn't electrical tape. This is, you can probably see, what does it say? Linerless rubber splicing tape is what it is, 3M. But it's stuck amazing to this, and it even molded over the side right here, which is what gave this, that part up there, a snug fit. So I was really impressed. And also, I got that side done, the driver's side rear done. I drove over to my aunt and uncle's, I played it, and you can clearly tell the rear door by itself puts out more bass and clarity than the front two-door speakers, because again, they're OEM GM junk. That back door was bumping, you know, some mid bass, and it sounded just fine. Even with using this, that's the hack way. Now, I know if you watch a channel called 5-Star Car Audio, he will talk down on this, and it is the hack way, but hey, it works just fine. I mean, I didn't have to buy something. I just used this. It screwed on there just fine, you know. And like this, it has a little edge that sticks up on the very outside. Basically, I just nibbled that off, and I took a flat file, set a flat file on here, and got this outside edge just as flat as possible. I mean, you know, like a machine finish. But anyway, I'm going to drill the holes and then get the rubber splicing tape on here and show you guys what that looks like here in a minute. And maybe 5-6 months from now, I'll pull a door panel back off to see how it's held up. If the rubber splicing tape is like, you know, dried up or something, which that shouldn't. That's used in like, you know, industrial, like I said, pipeline and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's some, I mean, it's Scotch, it's 3M Scotch. It's probably, yeah, I guess real rubber. Made in USA, you know, whatever that means anymore. But anyway, I'll come back at you whenever I get it ready to drop the speaker into. Okay, so I got the holes drilled. You can kind of see right on the edge. And like I said, they're angled in, so they grab more meat. And these are the screws I went with. I changed my mind. These little guys right here, yeah, they're from metal, but they work. They have a flat head, which works good with a flat surface there. And when they angle in, they go into this groove here, which kind of pushes them back out, which pushes them up against this wall here and really makes them tight. So again, I will apply this here and let you see that. I have to hold my phone, so I can't really film it as I do this. I don't know, maybe if I get like a GoPro or something and mount it on my head like other people. But until then, you know, this will just have to be clip by clip. Okay, now the rubber tape is applied. You can kind of see it on there. Kind of got bunched up right there, but it's just like, you know. That'll be fine. As you can see, it's wider than this surface here, so it kind of rolls over the edge, which works actually as a benefit because it helps the speaker fit in there nice and snug. No, I guess that's perfectly all right. Hopefully I don't get copyright striked or whatever from watching a John Wolf video, because I don't feel like turning it off. And this guy, that's about where I want it. Yeah. Do we lock the security office? I guess not. Trying to do this with one hand and look through my phone. I mean, that just locks in there and fits so snug. About right there. I actually have to push it in there a little bit. I mean, just perfect. And the holes are kind of lined up. Did I drill this right? Yeah, I drilled it right. It's a little bit pushed that way some right there. Yeah, that's good. Very nice. Okay, anyway, I'll get the screws in and then show you the finished product. Okay, and it's all screwed on, just like the other one. Nice and tight. You can see how the bolts the screws kind of angled a little bit. This works really good, nice and tight. I've got them as tight as I feel comfortable getting them. I don't want to bend or warp the steel frame, but they are tight. It's not going anywhere. But anyway, I will come back at you when I get this guy installed and test it and make sure it works and everything, which it should. Okay guys, got it installed. Hopefully I don't get copyright strike, but this is just a commercial. It's in there. It's nice and tight, secure. Doesn't look bad or anything. It's playing and it is thumping. Even on a commercial I hear the bumping. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off so I don't get any type of copyright strike. Some greedy motherfuckers want their money even though they probably got millions. But anyway, okay. Who knows? Maybe I'll pull those other speakers out of those doors and put them in this truck, because I don't need any type of radical sound system in that truck. Maybe I will just keep them all together, because these back here definitely made a big improvement. These bump harder and sound better than the front door speakers, so it makes me curious to hear what the fronts would sound like with the Alpines installed. But as you can see, yeah, I know, factory speaker hacked up, hackery here, you know, ghetto, I guess you want to call it, but to me it works. It sounds just fine, it works. So, and it's not too ugly looking. I mean, it's just, you know, at least I use all the same screws, and they're not like a mile long, they're like that long. And then the factory bolts up there. It's tight, secure. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching this hackery that took place. If you want to call it that, hackery, whatever, it's fine. I will come back. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll tear the front door panels apart one day when it's not 1,000,000 degrees outside and just pull those out, throw them in this truck, because this truck needs all the help it can get with these shitty ass door speakers. The back two went out. First, that one went out, and then I didn't even realize that this door went out. I mean, you know, even 5-Star Car Audio talks about these, you know, this generation and the previous generation having horrible door speakers. So I'll see how well that factory radio bumps these door speakers. I mean, it seems to push them just fine. I turned it up a little bit on my way to my aunt's, and it pushes it about like the front door speakers. I'm tempted, thinking about trying my hand at making a box for under here. And here we go again with another subwoofer setup, but that'll be way down the road. I don't know, I've seen mods where people lift these seats up a little bit and fit like a 10 or something. I was thinking maybe 4 8s, 2 10s, and definitely it would have to be a ported box, and it would have to be tuned low for me to be even slightly interested in doing something like this. I don't want sealed. I can't stand high-pitched bass. High pitch is not bass. Bass is like 35 hertz and down. That's just my opinion. You know, if you got bass, it needs to be low and deep. You know, hair moving, hair tricks, you know, that type of stuff. But I just want to see if I could slide something under this seat right here. And, you know, a little amp. You know, these speakers are going to be ran off the radio, so not much power there. Maybe 500 watts, 300 watts. I don't know. Just enough bass under here to match these door speakers, you know, where you can hear it, you know, just nice little bit of pleasant bass, you know, just to kind of put the cherry on top. But anyway, that's for later on down the road. I've never built an under the seat box. It's just a box is a box, and a ported box is just a ported box. All it is just a big box with a port. But anyway, we'll get into that later. Excuse me. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you in the next one.